I don't know. So, Mr. Larry, like, I would recommend you basically keep an eye on the Ferrari
That's exactly what I'm going to be doing.
to deviate as well.
Yes.
I want to know if the Ferraris do anything. I want to be right on top of it today.
Okay. Well, of course, now I'm here.
Sure.
Literally, they're going to be flawless and have no incidents. And
Well, I've got a meme ready, which I'll post to the
okay.
Okay, yeah, we're all. I've just tested
DTF1
the
chat as well.
I've just tested the stream. We're all fine.
Yeah.
So. Go. Um. I'm not going to celebrate Merc because he's in a Red Bull and we're in a constructors fight or something. I think it's
Well,
the joint one. Tiers one
Oh,
and
is it?
two, the combined. I think we're in a fight on that, so we're trying to
Yes, I
restrain ourselves.
posted my lovely meme into the chat if anyone wants to have a look. I won't spoil it. I had the idea for it ages ago, and I've only just got around to doing it because
Oh,
I made another meme earlier for the assists argument, so I've been busy today. But welcome to the stream, everyone. 18 viewers. Good
yeah.
to see.
A bit of rain,
As
come on,
always.
please. That's what we need.
Yeah, exactly. Let us know if there's any rain. Joining me today, myself, Ichiban25, Josh433, and Mr. Larry Lurkin is going to be the special Ferrari, well, Trouble at Ferrari special analyst
There you go.
for today's race. So we're going to make sure if the Ferraris do anything, we're going to be right on top of it.
He's got all eyes on them.
So, Mr. Larry Lurkin, the Tier 3 Ferrari driver, so he knows Mr. Gandalf and King Trooper quite well
Oh yes.
as well. I'd hope so, in a way.
What is this? I'm seeing no rain, I'm afraid.
Really. Hopefully there's some in the race. I want to see some in one of the tier races at
The
some
lighting
point.
it's glitching actually for me. I'm flicking through the drivers and the sky's getting brighter, so
I've
don't
just
know why
loaded in
that-
now. Well, you've got the new Xbox, haven't you? So that's why you
I don't-
get the extra loading
well,
time.
yeah. I should
But-
probably not ruin what's happening in the future. Although we have got a driver out early.
So that's what Shamrock and he keeps saying to me about his better loading time. So
Jones Gang's won the fight. Coming out first.
I think Goose has sort of given up the fight the last few
Yeah.
races, unfortunately.
God, I
So-
need to mute. Marvin.
It's a tough track though. I mean, I found that out, as did Mr. Larry Lurkin yesterday in Tier 3. I think we both sort of struggled at times. I mean, I was terrible yesterday. I've probably one of my worst league races I've done, just because I couldn't steer yesterday. Tier 1 might be different, I don't know. Basically, if anyone's watching in Tier 1, I wouldn't try to go wheel to wheel with me particularly. Oh, Jones Gang spins it as well.
Oh,
He's got wing damage.
Oh, God, he has. Oh,
Yeah,
careful.
that'll be full wing damage. It's only an outlap though. I mean, it's in all fairness, it's better to do it. I think the best drivers do it when it's not necessarily important, like in real life. I think Leclerc and Verstappen both sort of crashed in the practice sessions, but when they were great form today in qualifying. So Jones Gang just deciding to test the limits and take a trip into the barrier
sorry.
on his outlap here.
Good
Carry on.
point. How many points does Merck need to win?
I wasn't sure.
Championship.
I think it's about. I'll check. Well, it's 55 points clear.
How many
I
races?
think he
are there?
probably needs 24,
Oh,
three.
yeah, he's not.
maximum of
Well, he
26
needs to
per
win them,
round, of
doesn't he?
course.
So,
Yeah, pretty much.
can Goose slay Merck? Yeah. I mean,
I think it depends on this race, doesn't it? I think Merck needs another sort of perhaps dodgy showing as. Well, I wouldn't say it wasn't terrible, but he obviously ran into some troubles the last race. But can Goose capitalise? It's a very competitive field, as we know. This man, C-Dubs, Tier 3, was on fine form yesterday. I think it was over 30 seconds ahead of the field actually. So
Keep an
shall
eye
see.
on Tutibo, RV say his name as well, in the Haas. He looked very good in the practice race the other day.
Oh, did he?
So
Well, wasn't he Pepperoni TV or FC or whatever it was?
I have no idea, but he did look decent.
Well, if he is, then he will, I think, need to be shown some improvement.
He's got a Red Bull in
Based on my
front.
memory.
Is that Merc? No, it's not. Coyote.
Yeah, I'll stay on board of C-Dubs because I wouldn't expect him to put a good lap in unless he decides to back off. That's interesting. Well, the lobby's definitely glitched for me because I can go into the far chase cam on the TV
right.
cam for some reason. We're bringing you new camera perspectives for this for Singapore GP. The far chase cam right here. Enjoy it whilst you can. It might only be a one race deal we've got.
Oh, and this
Bomb.
is not nice. Tutiba? Tutiba? I don't know. Right behind Coyote, and they're both on laps.
Yeah, well, you know, they are both on laps, so Coyote doesn't need to get out of the way, although I think he did sort of lose it in the process. That's what C-Dub's fastest lap at the moment, at 1:30.
That's a good lap. That's a very good lap.
We'll keep an eye on your new favourite, Tutiba.
Well, he was stuck behind the Red Bull for quite a while, yeah.
Tutiba.
1:35.
See how he does it. Decent lap.
Oh,
Coyote obviously struggling in the end.
Oh, we got yellow flags. That is the McLaren moving out of the way.
Big Ben, he looked good yesterday as well. I think he's invalidated, but
yeah,
he should be on for a good showing as well. Volts will look to, I guess, improve upon yesterday. We're still P2. I'll be interested to see what tyre he qualifies on because I think the one stop and the two stops about even. I know the softs don't last long at the start, but I think unless you can make the hards work, I kind of think they're too slow. But Volt only just behind there. 100th, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
Let's head down to Ferrari. Mr. Larry Lurkin, have you...
Well, no,
the
they're
Ferrari's
staying
up
out of
to?
trouble at the moment. Trooper's still in the pit lane, only one to not come out, I think, so far. And Gary's currently on his out lap in the final sector now, so he'll be going for a fast lap, I assume, any moment now.
Absolutely. Do you think the Ferraris want to be as far away from each other as possible in this qualifying session?
Well, I think that's probably a good thing if they are, because as we know, if you're in a Ferrari and you see your teammate, you do have to make contact with them. So
You see red, don't you?
Yeah, exactly.
Quite literally.
I think that's why they've gone out to do their quali laps at separate times here. So Trooper's staying nice and safe in his garage while Gary does his lap.
Hiding.
Yeah.
Merc up to P3. I think there's a spinner in Sector 3 as well. I think that's probably just Dubs going slowly, I think. Unless it was a spin.
I can't see ring
Wookiee's
damage.
Invalidated. Jones gang, I think on a lap. Yeah, I mean, he would have lost time. He was the first one out, but on a lap now. Gooseley on an out lap. A few on out laps and whatnot now.
Yeah.
I think Gary's the lead in sort of guy on a lap at the moment. He's on mediums. So he's decided to stick on the mediums. Any thoughts on the tyre choice, Mr. Lurking?
Well, I think that could be the correct way to go, really. I mean,
The way to go.
There's, I mean, as we saw, maybe a one-stop can be faster, but the tyres at the end are going to be pretty toasted.
Yeah, I think it depends on traffic as well. A lot of it. I mean, I was I think relatively able to stay on the back of people in front on the hards yesterday, but they were sort of fighting and had wing damage, so it is hard to tell. But Gary coming across the line now. Not the best of laps though, he is 10th, so you would expect him to be knocked outside the top 10 at the rate we're going. King Trooper has decided to stay away from his teammate.
Still in the pit.
Still yet to come out. Jones gang's invalidated, that's a bit of a blow. Goose is about to begin his hot lap, and as we know of Goose, he usually likes to only really do one hot lap, so
ET's in a good lap. Oh, he was
Oh, he
3
does.
tenths up in the first sector on mediums.
Nicky Yaya's favourite if he's watching today.
Oh, that's a good point. Yes.
I believe.
Forgot about. Well, we'll not say that. I might upset him.
You forgot.
Yeah.
He's on the mediums as well, ET. That's a very
He's
good lap.
still
on the
3 tenths
mediums,
up.
actually. Yeah, and he's still improving. So interesting by McLaren. They've decided to do some extra laps on these mediums, and ET at the moment looking like perhaps this isn't the worst way to go in qualifying. The extra lap of warm-up, perhaps a bit like real life today for the Mercedes drivers.
No comment.
Just see how he does here.
No trouble at
Through the last
Mercedes,
corner.
Yeah. He does improve.
And yeah, I don't think position-wise he improved, but
No.
he obviously improved on the time, and I think it's still a very good lap. We didn't actually mention Matty Jr. in 5th on the is he on the mediums? Actually?
He's on
Let's see.
soft.
I know he's on
coming
soft.
out. It's on the mediums.
Had it on best, yeah.
Oh, well,
Can he improve on the mediums though? That will be an interesting one. It will be tough, but he's 5th. It's nice to see him up there.
Gary had a invalidation there. I'm not sure if he was going for a fast
Oh,
lap. It
did
looked
he?
like he was pushing a little bit, but he's invalidating and he's brought
Yeah.
it straight into the pits.
Is it time for trouble at Ferrari already? They've
Oh,
already
we
done
should
much
have a
so far, have they?
we should have a count of how many times to say it in a weekend.
Well, now that Gary's come in, we should be seeing Trooper out now that it's his turn to be on track.
One Ferrari at a time. I think
It's
no.
too dangerous having them both on track at the same time.
Well, I
Yeah,
think he is
well.
coming out, isn't he? He is coming out now. This is great to see. They're listening to your advice, Mr. Larry Lurkin.
Yeah, Ferrari master
One
strategy.
Ferrari at a time. Well, the Ferraris do like to get their elbows out, so it's better we only see one out on track at a time. King Trooper out at the moment. He's currently missed last race. No, yes, he did miss last race, but he's still 3rd in the championship.
I'm going to keep an eye on Tutuba again. Because I still
Is he
think
on a hot
he's got a
lap?
lot.
Yeah.
I still think he's got a lot of time to fight. He's got a purple first sector.
Purple, yeah. We'll keep an eye on Nose Goose. Goose is slowed. Not sure why. Well, he has said he's improved. You're on the Haas camp, so I'm sure you know all about him. It would be a surprise. But Tier 2, it's all about surprises, isn't it?
Well, yeah. Sam's after session should be in here in the first place.
You said it, not me.
Purple,
Another
middle
purple.
sector.
Yeah.
He's on an absolute flyer.
Do you think he can get pole, Josh?
Well, I hope so. He's got to hook up the last sector. He's still got 4 tenths to find to get pole. But it's looking good as he rounds the final few corners. And,
Oh, that looked really nice. But was it on the second apex?
it was on the first
I think-
one, I think. I think he cut
Was it on the first? Yeah. I mean, I thought I had it on TV cam, and even the second apex looked really on the limit of the white line, and maybe a little bit of a mistake there. I've invalidated here in qualifying before, as I'm sure everyone has, and it is tricky sometimes to get it right. I think he would have been in the top 3, but Haas P2 and P6 at the moment. They're 5th in the Tier 2 standings, so maybe a good points haul inbound today. Sock Lobster with the F-bomb in the chat. The Haas team principal.
We have
Understandably.
some trouble at Ferrari. Sorry to interrupt you there, but Trooper invalidated his lap coming into the
no.
start-finish straight. So
Really?
I don't know if
Hang
he's
on a
got
minute,
enough fuel
sorry.
to do another one, but he's made a bit of a cock-up there. And
Both
I think it's
Ferraris
because
are out.
Gary's also on track, so that's probably what's gone
Oh.
wrong there. He's on softs
Yeah.
now, so it's not working out for them. They should have taken
Well,
it in turns, and it's all gone wrong.
Yeah, absolutely. But can the Ferraris handle 2 cars being out on track in qualifying? We're not sure.
We'll
They're
see if
going to have to
Gary
prove it
improves.
to us. Yeah. I mean, Mr. Larry Lurkin, you proved me and Josh wrong last week in Canada.
You
We're
did?
gonna
Oh
need to have
my
another
God.
performance.
Yeah, that was a bit of a fluke though, to be honest. But
Nah, you can't call it that.
Nah, it wasn't.
well,
Pure
I think I
skill.
came sixth without penalties, so
That's the name of the game, though. I think this is another track where, I mean, it is with every track, but if you keep the penalties down, it will ultimately benefit you. And as we know, the last race was tough on penalties, with the track limits and so on. I wouldn't expect it to be quite so bad here, but as we've seen in this qualifying session, plenty of invalidations by the drivers. So
Gary's
we are going to
second
see it. Is he?
Yes.
He'll dip into the tens. Goose Slayer P8 on the mediums. C-Dub's looking to complete his lap. Although he is slower actually, C-Dub's. But Volt across the line, can he take... No, where is he?
Okay,
that's weird. Never mind. Never mind.
Turn 2. Or turn 3.
I don't know if it glitched or I was just confused.
Has he done his
Gary
lap?
across the line. P7. Good lap on the soft. Ferrari on the up. Perhaps.
yeah. Well, we're gonna need
Well,
Trooper to put another lap in there because he's already brought it. He's brought it back in. Clearly, he didn't put enough fuel in for another lap.
Bit of an error by Ferrari, do you think? Not fueling up correctly.
Bunny's finishing his lap as well.
You can count on
Yeah,
Ferrari to make those kind of judgment calls.
I love. I do love how we're doing our best to turn Ferrari into the joke team. Sorry, Mr. Gandalf. Let me know in the chat who's more of a joke team, Ferrari or Haas.
Oh, well, I'm quite offended.
Joke in a good way. Joke in a good way.
Okay.
Yeah, everybody's a Ferrari fan, really.
As in providing us with lots of entertainment on the stream.
Very true.
Right. Wookie P6 on the mediums. That's strong by him. I'm still not sure the mediums are the correct way to go, but we'll see. Safety cars, etc. VSCs will make a big difference in the course of the race. I've got Lobster reacting in the chat now. So, love you really. You'll have the Russian livery in next year's game, so you're bound to be a bit of a joke in that. Have you noticed something, Josh?
Oh, and as one Ferrari comes in, the other one goes out.
Really?
Yeah, wow.
Synchronized.
Definitely.
Is this going to slow Trooper down as well? No, is he okay?
Yeah, he's already out.
Yeah, Trooper's made it out okay.
Oh, Trooper's out, okay.
Yeah.
Gary might not have time for another run though.
Well, he's gonna have to stay in the box to let Trooper have a clean lap because obviously him coming out behind Trooper made him invalidate.
Absolutely.
So he's gonna have to stay there for the best of the team.
I think so. Or will he? We've been talking about this battle at Ferrari. Hashtag Trooper wants his team back. So will Gary stand for it, or let Trooper walk all over him this race? We'll see. That was in the pit lane, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Pretty sure.
We are going to see a big train, I think. A lot of cars in sector 2 at the moment.
Absolutely.
Some on hot laps, some aren't. So, and Tutub is one of them, but backed out.
Yeah.
I think.
Wow. I mean, Merck went back past him, so. Well, Gary is going to go out with a minute to go, and do you think this is some potential sabotage by the Ferrari team principal?
Oh no.
Is he?
It would have to be.
Is he waiting to screw Trooper over, maybe?
I mean, there's no way that he's going to be able to get around in time for a time lap, as long as our timing is correct. Because I know it hasn't been for the
yeah, true.
For the drivers. Because if it is only 40 seconds, no way is he making it around. But I mean, if that's the case, then he's only there to sabotage Trooper, to assert his dominance that he is the Ferrari team principal.
Absolutely.
Oh no, he's just managed to get away without an invalidation there. He went wide again at the final corner, but he lifted, so he didn't get a penalty there. But that will have compromised his straight line speed.
Jones Gang just had a purple first sector. I know we can't really rely on the stupid graphics or whatever, but
So
he's hooking it up nicely. Oh yeah,
we'll watch
definitely
Jones. Yeah, he's on the mediums. I mean, I wouldn't expect him. We'll watch his lap because he's the most advanced on the hot lap as the time expires. Maybe a bit of sabotaging in by Gary, working the spells out on track, on Trooper. I mean, I know Bold said his number's 13. You know, I don't personally understand why Gary's even got that number when his gamer tag's 5,000. It should really be 50, but that's a matter for another day. As Jones gang approaches the line. P9,
yeah.
solid effort on the mediums. He might be knocked down though. There's a Ferrari. Oh no, it's Gary. Let's forget about
P11,
that.
so he needs to improve.
And improving. Yeah, on the softs. Can he slay Merc? He's going to have to get up there to affect him, hasn't
he? Yeah. He's got to get on with it. And don't invalidate. Oh, close.
Oh, yeah. I thought he did, but he obviously got away with it just. Nunn's up to P3, isn't it?
Yeah, then. Purple last sector,
Great lap.
apparently.
Goose P5, so he's just behind his championship rival. Matty, who's looked good, he invalidated, but he was set to improve.
Big Ben's gonna come across the line.
Merc?
As well, does he improve? He does.
Oh god, I'm just completely lost now.
I'm going to have to interject because there is trouble at Ferrari. Trooper has not set a time. He invalidated again on his final flying lap. So he has no time at all on the board. He will be starting P18 as he brings the car into the garage. Oh dear.
Disappointing day for Ferrari then at the moment. Still plenty of time. And dare I say, Ferrari used to starting at the back at the moment, so you know they'll be quite familiar with that position. On pole, not too big a surprise. It's tier 3, version 2. I think it was C-Dubs on pole yesterday. Not 100% sure, but C-Dubs leading the way. Then Volt, the top 2 from yesterday's race. Big Ben, he's up there as well, tier 3 driver. In third, bunch of nuns. Caught us off guard, improving at the end. P4 just behind by 9 thousandths, I want to say, is Merc, the championship leader. He can probably get the job done today, but Goose Slayer just behind looking to stop him. Matty Jr., fair play to him, in the top 10. He would have been on for, I think, around maybe jumping Goose, maybe even getting 4th, but did invalidate. And Tutuba, I'll try to pronounce that as quickly as I can, P8 on his return to the league, and Wookie's going to start on mediums, P9. He'll be the only one in the top 10 starting on the medium. Compound, I've got a message from Troop. He has apologised. He's shocking in qualifying. Don't worry, Trooper, because I was absolutely shocking yesterday, so you can't be any worse than I was, in all fairness. What do you make of Ferrari's progress so far in the session?
Well, I mean, as we've seen, Gary has asserted his dominance by starting in the top 10, but that may compromise him, seeing as he's obviously going to be starting on those worn soft tyres, and everybody behind him is going to be starting on a fresh set of whatever they want.
He's been a bit too eager, hasn't he, Gary? You know, and I would certainly question some of his decisions recently. I mean, I don't know who this guy is, but that kill from above 33 guy, I mean, he was terrible in yesterday's tier 3 race. He was a lap down, and Gary making the decision to let him reserve in tier 1, which is very confusing to me. Absolutely.
Speaks for itself. So. No rain, unfortunately. Unless we have some later.
Not? Yeah, hopefully we'll be saving it for tier 1. Fingers crossed.
Hey!
Trouble at Ferrari.
Sorry. Yeah, we have got Nicky in the chat.
Definitely. If you've missed qualifying, definitely lots of trouble at Ferrari so far. Starting P10, P18. The tyre choice will be critical. Will they favour the fastest start on the softs outside the top 10, or go mediums, or even hards?
Hards didn't feel that bad actually here, to be fair.
Everyone says that, and I agree, but I also think they're far too slow. So it's difficult to say.
I think your tyres tend to overheat quite a lot, so the hards are nice in that department.
Yeah.
So, here we go anyway.
We'll see. I think most of them have gone mediums from what I can tell. Outside that top 10. Let's see the tyre graphic. Hal on the hards.
Interesting.
Everyone else pretty much on the mediums. Coyote, the Mexican, Red Bull on the softs. So he'll be looking to make some early progress, but it's not an easy turn one here. It'll Constantino quite a lot, and then also through the subsequent corners as well.
Keep an eye on that. Anything that goes on with Hal, because I think he was complaining about the. I think he was one complaining about the racing line early and how people can't or use that to drive their own, you know, or let it drive them. So we'll see how he gets on.
We'll see how he does.
Yeah.
We shall see. All I will say is that discussion is very entertaining and provided me with very good meme material earlier, so thank you for that. I enjoyed making that meme afterwards. Favourite for today's race?
It's got dubs, hasn't it? Maybe Volts, maybe got a shot.
I think based on yesterday, I would definitely go.
In all honesty, I don't see Big Ben and Run staying up there. I can imagine them dropping. But I think Goose has got a good shot. I think he's definitely got a lot more pace.
His race pace is always, I think, generally quite steady, Goose.
Cutie, I know he's 8, but he definitely can do a lot better, I think.
I think even Matty, to give him a shout out again, I think if he can get away well and keep it clean and not getting into any trouble, he did have a little bit more pace left in qualifying, so that's a potential avenue for him to gain places. Wookie's going to be an interesting one to watch. He is 9th on used mediums. Mr. Jones Gang, I think a one-time winner this season. Back in, it was Britain, wasn't it, that fantastic race. He's the first of the guys on fresh tyres. E.T. the Gamer, he won in Bahrain Short 2 weeks ago. That superb performance. He's 12th, so they'll be the leading guys, the leading drivers looking to progress. As there's a Ferrari at the back of the field, isn't there?
I was about to say, still lurking. Is this tactics?
Trouble at Ferrari?
Yeah, Trooper's hanging right back there. Not entirely sure
Engine
what
failure.
the strategy is there.
It's the engine working.
Taking the slow way round. Or maybe he's trying to make everybody else's tyres cold.
Well, Ferrari have to, you know, they're so slow, Ferrari, they have to do anything to gain some kind of an advantage here, really. But yes, approaching lights out in Singapore, season 2 of Tier 2. Stand by for action under the lights in Marina Bay, and the lights are out, and away we go. C-Dub's off the line. The McLaren's had a good start. I'll be saying fuck you, Josh, and looking to challenge Volt into turn 1. Some casual perhaps in the background. I think they've generally all made it through, haven't
we've got a
they?
spinner for Alpha
Spinner.
It's Jones Gang once again caught up in some mess.
Shame for him, really. That's really hurt his strategy. He was in a good position off the start. The Snake looking to snake their way down Raffles Boulevard here. A few too wide. Jupiter looking for it. Wookie and E.T. are close. E.T. going to get through on the fresh mediums. And Bad Bunny around the outside we go. Wookie's going to break late to defend the inside line. Bunny's going to get it done. Great racing by Bunny. He overtook me there. I think it was
Bunny up 5 places off the start.
So he knows how to get it done here.
Wait, no.
Was there contact?
The Ferraris came together. They're right next to each other, so it can't be that good.
The Ferraris coming together again.
I thought they were. It was.
No, it was Trooper getting past Hal, but unfortunately, as you're saying, they are now right next to each other. Trooper making up 5 positions, and Gary dropping back 2. Trooper's going to want to reassert his dominance after that shocking qualifying performance, but they are now in the danger zone. They will be seeing red as Trooper cuts the corner there. We'll have to wait and see if they can keep it on track.
They're getting closer.
Yeah, watch out. This is really going to be action stations.
Big Ben pits. Is that damage? Oh, he's got damage.
Good call. Oh, did he? That's unfortunate. I mean, the undercut is not a terrible call here if you pit early. So, it is possible. They're liking you in the chat, Larry. Good to hear.
Thank you
Your
very
Ferrari
much.
analysis
Ah, God.
is very good.
ET already with a penalty.
Yeah, let me know if the Ferrari do anything. I'll watch the sort of front and flick back.
Yeah,
They are close, so Coyote... No, he wasn't.
Oh, bloody
My leaderboard is
leaderboard.
glitching.
Can it go a day
Yay.
without bloody glitching?
I think Dubs is starting to pull the gap.
Big Ben spun again. And if I'm not
He's got
mistaken,
going, hasn't he?
I think he's broke his wing again.
I have sympathy, having
Has he
pitted
broke his
yesterday and
wing?
not repaired my
I think
wing.
he has. I shouldn't laugh, but I think it's coming out the pits, he just lost it.
Yeah. It's a tight pit lane exit here. I mean, it's a tight entry as well, and we could easily see drivers pick up the dreaded 5 seconds.
Oh, there's contact! There's contact between the Ferraris! As Trooper has made it past Gary on the fresh mediums. Those softs are probably already going. I know they only lasted a few laps when I was using them yesterday, but he has passed. Wasn't the cleanest of manoeuvres. But
Is that actually a little
they're
love
both
tap to
driving
his
still.
team principal, do you think?
Yeah.
Oh, I can't love.
I think he was, showing that no, this is my team as he went past. I think there's going to be some more discussions at the end of this race.
Oh, and ET's also broke his wing.
Has he?
McLaren in
and
the
he's not going to be able to pit, is he, either? He's in big trouble now.
Oh, it's a shame.
Is the volume alright in the... Let me know in the chat box if the volume is alright, because I'm just getting paranoid that my game sounds too loud, but... Let me know if it needs any adjustments. Bookie up to P9. I think it should be alright.
Yeah.
It's just me, sure. Bunny P6. He's got 3 seconds though, but an excellent start for him. This is what we mean. I mean, I think Volt and Dubs and Merc, I guess, and Nuns and Goose have sort of been able to get away, but King Trooper, was it aggressive by the Ferrari man?
Yeah, it wasn't too bad.
I think it's one of those as well. I mean, ET's got damage, so you want to get the move done, really.
Nuns was closing in on Merc. Interesting.
Merc had a good start, I think. How many places did he gain? Let's see. Yeah, Merc gained 2 places, so a good start for the championship leader. I think as long as he stays ahead of Goose, he'll win the championship.
I don't know how long that'll last. Bit of a train forming behind him now as he's really struggling on those softs.
Do you think he's feeling the pressure of a championship?
I think he is, you know.
Whoa.
Wow. Needs to keep... Where did he finish last race?
I think it was 10th. 10th, yeah. 10th.
Oh, yeah, he had a stinker, didn't he? Oh, is it? Oh.
Yeah, he's going to pit. Is it? Yeah. Understandable. I think he had to do that as well. I'm almost surprised no one else has pitted, but he's definitely going to get an undercut possibility there. Yellow flags. Is it a Red Bull?
Is that Coyote? It must be.
Where the Red Bull trying to do a Ferrari red flag, Monaco and Azerbaijan today.
And all of a sudden,
Goose
McLaren's at the back.
Yeah, great. I think that's a fantastic call by Merc, to be honest. I mean, Goose, Nuns didn't get DRS, so he's going to have lost some time. Yellow flags.
Oh, wow, he's spun it on the straight.
Electro freeze. His tyre's freezing up, and...
Oh, and someone else has been collected.
I'm not sure what to say, to be honest, about what happened there. All I will say is Electro freeze was far too much on the inside, and that minimised his turning angle into the corner, and maybe didn't quite realise Jones' gang was there. That's a very strange collision.
Out some words.
Do you think that's an example of we should turn off the assists?
Oh God!
To prevent incidents such as that.
Leave them to it. Oh, I see. They can bicker about it, but it's not them who makes the decisions, I guess.
What I will say is, in Tier 3 yesterday, and this is partly why we don't see that many safety cars in Tier 3, the field sort of spreads out a bit more, and we you know, the field, there's 18 drivers in Tier 3, there's usually a lot less, but there's a big train here. Nuns has pulled away, Goose falling back. Is anyone going to hit? Goose will. Oh, is he? Oh my goodness me. How on earth did he avoid that? I do not know. Oh,
God.
Gary, go on.
That
Go on.
That was close.
Oh God. Now maybe Hattie's the banter team. Fucking hell.
And Matty's gone as well. And what I will say, Josh, you and me know this from being teammates in Apex before. When the softs go here, they really do go.
God awful. Yeah.
And that might have happened to Matty. Volt, did he get wing damage from that?
No,
Do you know what
I
happened,
think so.
Josh? Or
I don't know how he lost it. Maybe he's
it was
caught the
a very
one?
classy spin.
Or has he got
in all
damage?
fairness
No,
to
he
him.
hasn't.
He did it in style.
Oh, he's got a
And Gary,
big boost.
like Sebastian Vettel in, I think it was China 2016, taking advantage, you can overtake in the pit lane, and he's got it done there. So Merc, the leading car out of the pitters. C-Dubs is going to extend the stint. I think he did go quite long in the softs yesterday, tier 3. So we'll see what he does now. Nuns P2, 2 to per P3, Bunny P4, P5, Wookie. Let the Wookie win. We'll see. He's on the mediums. It's an interesting phase of the race, I think. Now we're going to see.
I think we just have to wait.
The strategy play out, but I think we're in for some fun. Merc's gone fastest middle sector as well. So as I said, he's definitely gaining time on those ahead. C-Dubs is going to react. Two-tipper pitting as yellow flags. It's Jones gang.
Again.
The hairpin Anderson Bridge being a
Trouble
very
AlphaTauri.
topsy-turvy day. And it's Coyote and Electrofreeze at the back of the field going at it now. The two Mexicans into Viscon. Electrofreeze edging him out there. Good overtake. So Merc, with the fastest lap of the race, has benefited. C-Dubs is ahead of him though.
Yeah.
So he's had him covered. Goose Slayer about 2 seconds behind.
Yeah, so
Volts, I think, has got past Big Ben. See what he can do in this position. Nuns, maybe he sprinkled some holy water on those tyres to make them last just a little bit longer. He's currently in P1. I was very surprised recently that, yellow flag again, Jones Gang retirement in the pit lane. I was very surprised recently actually that I clicked on Nuns' profile in the Discord and it said he was a DTF1 casino member. And I was just completely shocked that the Nuns would allow him to do such a thing.
Oh, well, that's it. No.
And will God look upon him favourably here, or will Bad Bunny, the devil in disguise behind him, take him into one of these corners? I think Nuns could pit this lap. C-Dubs past
spinner.
the driver of no line. He's the wrong way around.
Oh, he must have been in contact with somebody.
Possibly. I mean, he did very well to get it turned and on the race line, to be fair to him. Still P11 on the hards. That's what I found with the hards as well, to be honest. I mean, I spun it around lap 13, 14 on the hards. And it just surprised me that it happened, really. It caught me off guard. So again, maybe they don't wield the best of grip. C-Dubs, maybe he likes this track, because he is really on a charge. One tier 3, and I think in a good position here. Bad Bunny.
Gonna be close.
Bad Bunny.
Between Gary and
King
Nuns.
Trooper as well.
Out the pits! Gary's jumped
Nuns
him.
as well. Too late a call, do you think?
Yeah,
quite
maybe
possibly.
a lot too late. Ferrari master plan? Maybe Mr. Lurk can tell us more.
Well, Cooper's definitely benefited from some of the mediums. Obviously, he's gone from last to P2 now, currently fighting for P1, obviously. I think the Nuns train helps him up there a little bit. But, and, I mean, Gary's got past Nuns as well, so, I mean, Nuns actually helping Ferrari.
Have you been to church recently? You and the Scuderia family?
Yeah, I mean, it was a sermon. Actually, it was taken by nuns, and you know, I think he actually during the communion he blessed the Ferrari team. So this might be what we're seeing now, as the two Ferraris both in the points. And
Do you think Renault will be pleased that that's happened?
I think Renault will be having words with Nuns after blessing their competitors, but you know, he's got, you know, roles outside of the car. Obviously, he has to.
He's a charitable man,
exactly.
isn't
He has to do the Lord's work as well. So, and Renault knew that when they took him on. So I mean, you know, there's what it is really. But as I said, helped Ferrari out today, and let's see if they can keep these good positions that they've got themselves into now.
Well, I think we found this from maybe the recent races. Ferrari, maybe the bottle jobs in qualifying, but if they can get into the rhythm, you know, Gary's got some pace, and so is Trooper, and he is looking at Wookie. C-Dub's still making good progress. He's 12 seconds off the leaders, but he is going to have to fight past the Squire in P4.
I think Merck is just lacking raw pace today. He's just not. Goose is closing in on him once again after being undercutted by him, but yeah, not looking great. What
I will say is,
6 off
his Ferrari may have not spent enough time at church praying to the Lord, because Nuns, he's taken Gary's confession and he's made his way through and in clear air as well.
I think he's going to be a victim to Volt as well in a minute. But we'll see, I guess. It's all evened out, really.
Yeah.
How many cars within a second of each other? Posing real threats.
There's a few. I think that's the only thing as well, with the tyre wear being so high, it will restrict what the drivers can do on the tyres and how much they can push. But C-Dub's looking to get past Squire now. He should probably, I would think, he might go for it here actually. Is he going to go for it? No. Right decision. He's got a good gap to Merck behind, no point risking it. He'll be looking for it on the Raffles Boulevard, and as you can probably tell, Allied Squire really struggling. He might look to defend on the inside. Gooseslayer with a 3 second, I think, as he fights Tutupa, the Haas reserve. C-Dub's gonna make his way past Matty Jr. past Hal into the first corner as well. I can see on the left side of the screen.
Yeah.
We'll see now how much C-Dubs gains. He's on 6 laps, fresher mediums. Wookie and Trooper keeping each other honest out front. Bunny's dropped off, but he's not in a bad place. He's just got clean edge. Run your own race and see what you can do. Really. I mean, there's still a good chance we could see a safety car. I mean, this is a real-life statistic, but there has been at least one safety car deployed in every edition of the Singapore Grand Prix. It's a twisty circuit, 23 corners, and it's hard to recover the cars off the track. So they could still play a part, and the timing could be very crucial indeed.
Yeah, as you say,
Merck, 3 seconds.
If we get a safety car, that turns everything on its head. Especially now, if we get one. Or round about now. Because those medium runners and those Bad Bunny pits, they should have the advantage. But
I mean, do you think Bunny could have gone a little bit longer on those tyres? I kind of do, but I mean, he had dropped back, so I don't know whether he was maybe struggling.
He's got wing damage. That might explain.
Has he? Okay. Maybe that's why he was dropping back then, to be fair to him. He's had a good start, though. You know, he's another driver who I think he's got more to show. Behind Hal, I think, exiting the pit lane. Gary is blinking. Trouble at Ferrari. They're blinking red, and Volt will see red as he sizes up the Ferrari team principal around the outside. I think this should be relatively easy. He's going to brake later. Gary's going to look to defend and keeps it. I think Gary was far enough ahead to stick to the race line. Slight contact there. Gary staying ahead. That's going to hurt Volt in terms of time in particular. Made the mistake earlier. Gary taking the risk, got past him in the pit lane and looking to fight hard for position.
Tutuba right behind Merck.
Yeah, I was about to say, let me know if there's any other battles going on. Or is he? think he's a little bit too far back for a move. I think Volt will be as well. We'll see whether Volt can get close enough in here. Him and Ghost Rider scrapped here yesterday. Volt picking up a 3-second.
As changing lead. Oh, that's because
Wookie pits, yeah.
Wookie.
Trouble at Ferrari, we say, while Trooper leads the race at the moment.
Yeah. No trouble in their books.
Well, I did send the Civil War meme to Gary before the race.
Oh, and
it was a motivational tool. Yeah, good move. He might hurt himself though, because
he should get
DRS. But then again, Tutuba should be good because he's got Squire ahead. And this will be a fantastic few corners if he can get past Squire now. I think he's too far back though. Squire on 10-lap old mediums. Wookie out behind Volt on the hard tyres.
Here comes
Do you
Matty
think the hard tyres are the right way to go? Or do you think maybe medium, soft?
It's about even, I'd say. I don't think there's much in it.
Yeah. Good overtake there. Yeah, I mean, the softs are just so quick to die, really, aren't they?
Yeah.
But the hards are not particularly quick. They're consistent because of a low wear, but yeah.
No.
Squire overtaken now by, I don't know where Tutuba
I didn't see
done a
either.
mighty fine overtake, but Merc getting past as well. Apologies, we missed that. 30 viewers, hope you're enjoying the action so far. About 2/3 of the race to go, 20 laps.
Yeah. Goose has got to get past Squire as quick as he can now. Cannot be held up if he's going to have a chance at getting past Merc.
Well, I always say as well, I think Squire needs to be smart in the sense of, I mean, he might be racing these guys at the end, I'm not sure, but he'll be so on the hard, so he doesn't want to fight too hard and lose time to people he might be racing maybe further down the field.
Nuns is catching as well onto the back of them, 1.8.
Yeah.
Now, as Volt is still stuck behind the blinking Ferrari. I mean, he's getting squirmy out the corners.
Well, yeah, Gary, the Ferrari team principal, giving him the red light. Nuns struggling so far. Goose Slayer not struggling, although Squire is. He's hit the wall and got wing damage, maybe too long on those tyres.
Nuns has
and
now
that's
got
cost
through.
him. Yeah, and he's got about 2 sectors to go on with no end plate on the left. Wise move, fair play, lets Mr. Nuns past. You don't want to get in the way of the Lord, that's for sure.
Oh, yellow flag, who's that?
And Hal as well now, racing point. We're going to have a spinning party.
So I know someone hit him because they're using a racing line, but you know, I probably shouldn't nitpick at that, but you know. It's all
as Jones Gang says, and as Jones Gang passionately said in my meme, let people do whatever assists they want and let them get on with it. Trooper's still going though.
Yeah.
He did pick up a penalty, but Squire spun. I think Trooper's the only one, along with Hal and Squire, but Squire will pit this lap.
Yeah, he's got
no doubt about that.
Yes, he has.
Yeah, still to pit. So Trooper's taking the dare.
Hit the wall on the way in.
Well, he's going to have to change the wing, isn't he? Anyway, might as well knock a little bit more off.
But yeah, Nuns has really got the pace at the moment. One of the fastest.
I think he's
on
looked.
the track.
Yeah, I think he's looked good today, hasn't he? I think.
Well, I think my words have come back to bite me in the arse, really, after what I said.
What did you say?
Well, I said at the start that I don't think him and Big Ben will stay up front. I think they'll drop off quite significantly. Yeah.
Well, Nuns got the, was it second place in Monaco? I think that was on penalties possibly, I'm not sure, but I think he's been good the last few races, Nuns. Shown some real pace, and I think those trips to church are really paying off, and the Lord providing him with a very good car in these recent races. Will it continue? We'll have to see. Goose struggling a bit, perhaps.
changing lead. Mr. Lurkin, can you inform us anything on what's going on at Ferrari at the moment?
Well, it seemed like a reasonably clean overtake there from Dubs. Obviously, Troopers now dropped down to P2. His mediums probably dropping off quite a bit. I'm pretty sure those Dubs' tyres are fresher. But obviously, Troopers got that 3-second penalty. And Aziz comes into the pits now, making sure he doesn't want to speed around here. There we go, he takes it nice and easy. Gary's also got a 3-second penalty. He's down in P7, still fending off Volt and Wookie.
Yeah, Gary's done well actually. I think it is hard to overtake here. The only real conventional overtaking spot, it does depend on the tyres, how the tyres are feeling. But if your tyres are about the same, as long as you deploy the right amount of ERS out onto the Raffles Boulevard, it is hard to defend. Trooper on the mediums, which is very interesting. We had this discussion a few laps ago. So Trooper will be going medium, soft. So it'll be interesting to see how he can climb up the field. Trooper, I think, showing a slightly different side to himself, and I'm happy to see it. He did well in Bahrain, short last race. Was a bit unlucky, I think, with a collision or two. As Allied Squire, slow on.
Doesn't it? No.
Straight, strange one. But yeah, I think Trooper, you know, showing us what he can do a little bit more these last few races, and if he can keep it clean, he might be able to fight back well on these mediums. Wookie went for the hards. He is very much behind Mr. Gandalf and Mr. Volt Elite, but I think Volt could have a good run at him here.
Yeah.
Gary blinking again, using all that Ferrari energy to defend. Not close enough. The Ferrari must have those wings low.
I know he took a little bit off the front.
Am I stupid?
No, I think I missed it as well.
Oh. Well, it's closing.
But I do feel like, I don't know about you, but I'm on board with Goose again here, and I'm not sure why. And I think he does use no traction, to be fair to him, but I think he is struggling for traction out there, Goose.
Yeah, his rears don't look great, to be fair. Still,
this track will eat those tyres up.
Yeah.
He'll eat all the tyres up for breakfast, pretty much. This is how long you can hang in there. 31 laps, one of the longest races we'll do on the calendar. Only my favourite race of the year, USA Short, beats
hang on a minute.
pretty much in
Volt looks a lot closer.
Yeah, they are close. He's blinking again. He's blinking again. Is he going to go for it? No. As I said, just deploy correctly. He was drifting like an American around that corner. It is easy to do here as well, these mini slides.
Yeah, I'd agree.
Oh no, never mind. For a second I thought Trooper had wing damage, but I think he was okay.
No, he made it past.
Of course, this is impacting Wookie's race because it is on the one stop
hards.
Yeah, on the hards, and he's just
I think it will. Yeah, I mean, I think it will be, yes, but I also think would the hards be much quicker, he'll at least be getting a good old helping of DRS where possible. So
bold questioning your commentary, drifting like an American. But I like to drift.
You guys drift, don't you?
Americans can't drive, so there you go.
I'm sure there's there must be an American classification where you drift.
Oh,
I don't know.
Who's that? Is that Hal?
I think it's Squire. Or is it? No.
It is Squire.
It was Squire, yeah, I'm not sure. So Nuns and Goose pits. That's good for Nuns because he's prevented the undercut from the Williams. And Volt close to Gary, is he? No, I think it was Wookie taking a look.
How many times
what are you saying, Josh? I think this is his second stop. So is Goose. But Nuns going for the hards.
Interesting.
Or perhaps they're all struggling on the tyres. Maybe it's hotter than it should be. As Wookie on the inside we go. Elite looking to defend, but Wookie does a superb job of closing it off. The hards beginning to come into play, and perhaps being stuck behind Gary in the hot hair has hurt his tyres.
He must
have.
He's not 8.5
He's 8 seconds off, isn't he? Did he somehow get a 5 second?
No, surely not. Oh.
I'm not sure. He must have had some sort of mini moment,
Maybe it was going into the pit.
I would suggest.
I don't know. That's interesting.
Trooper looking at Volts. Oh,
Bit
he's
of
gone a bit
contact
deep on the
there.
fresher tyres. Yeah, trouble at Ferrari, do we think?
Yeah, Trooper actually knocked Volt there going into that corner, which pushed him wide a little bit.
Yeah.
Maybe lost the back end, but kept it
I
under
think that
control.
was just a mistake from King Trooper. We know he's used to ramming his team principal at PS in Japan.
Well, he can see him up ahead.
Um,
He's practicing for when he gets up behind Gary.
Absolutely.
Tutor's actually closing in
look
the
for
lead.
Again, we'll stick with Ferraris. Yeah, Trooper, that was just a misjudgment in his defence. He's on 9-lap fresher tyres, and especially around here, on the lap delta, that's probably about 2 seconds quicker. How much time is your Haas reserve gaining on
I
the
think
leader,
he's closed
Josh?
about a second within the last 4 laps, maybe. So there's not much time difference, and if he's gonna get close enough, he's gonna have to pick up the pace a little bit. But it's looking promising. As Volt's been passed somehow.
Yeah, it was good.
he's
A really
struggling.
good overtake actually. On the outside, and you are right. There's mediums. Maybe it's something to do with setups as well.
Yeah.
Falling apart. Gary overtaken as well by Wookie. They're making moves now, looking to cement places in this Tier 2 race.
Ferrari's next to each other again.
Oh.
It's bad news.
Time to bring in Mr. Lurkin.
I mean, you can see Gary with a low ERS up ahead. He's going to be seeing him vulnerable. Going to want to come back through to continue to assert that team principal dominance. I think both are going to be competing for that #1 spot. Both have DRS. As we know, Gary is quite good at defending down the straights, clearly taking off maybe a bit more wing. We're going to have to see what Trooper can do. Hopefully he doesn't ram into the back as he cuts the corner a little bit there.
Bit desperate to get past his team principal.
Must be. I mean, I think he's on fresher tyres here. He's caught up to him quite
They're
rapidly.
getting close now. Is Gary going to save himself from pit?
Oh, he might be
Yeah.
We're in the
going
danger
into
zone.
the pits. Yeah, he's coming into the pits. He has been wise there. He's brought it into the pits to avoid any collisions with his teammates. He knows what can happen when the two of them get together, so he's just brought it
Absolutely.
in for a
Is that
fresh set.
psychological as well, do you think?
Oh, Trooper's pick. I was about to say, he's really closing in that gap up top, down to 4.7 now. He's just picked up a 3-second.
Absolutely.
That's
Yellow
good.
flags.
Is that Hal? It is Hal.
Oh, Anderson Bridge, and there's a car approaching. You're going to have to stay off the racing line. He's got spun around. Hal now a lap down to the field. Matty Jr. still going strong, P5.
Yeah.
Really good to see him up there, to be fair. Because I know he's had some hard luck
Irish?
in some of the races. Northern Irish.
Okay.
But I think they're all friends now. I don't really know.
Wow, we won't go there. So,
Nunn's pitted early as well. He went onto the hards,
he jumped
which has
back.
allowed him an undercut, but they will get back. King Trooper past Wookie. Trooper on the mediums, Wookie on the hards. So that's what we mean about the hards being slower, really,
Yeah, but
until the later stages.
Trooper's gonna
They'll
have to
come
pit
back
again,
to
isn't
Wookie
he?
at the end. He will.
two leaders.
The two leading cars pit, and there's another racing point the wrong way around. Hal on the racing line, watch out behind, no cars behind. Is he gonna get it in the pits now? He will. So C-dubs! Is he? No. Never mind.
No, what's going
From it,
Do you think he got jumped?
no, I thought he had to repair a front wing, and maybe he did, because we'll see how close
Oh,
they
yeah,
are.
he's right behind him now.
Trooper is in the lead, and the Alfa Romeos.
Pete orders up your ass. Piss off. Sorry.
Oh
Wookie-
no! And Wookie.
A
the
Wookie
team
purposely
orders.
slowed down to let Dubs past.
Well, it did hurt him though. He's got Matty on the back now. It put him perhaps out of sequence, but Matty not getting the dose of
Tutabin's
DRS.
coming right.
Tutabin's going to go for it. On the inside we go. Double overtake. No. Close, wasn't it, Josh?
A bit. It's getting a bit tense now. I mean, I'm still fuming that team orders took place because I hate it, but.
Well, we don't like to see it, but logically,
Here
I
he
think it was
goes.
definitely the right decision. But Tupiter doesn't care. He's going to go for it. And very, very Max Verstappen-like. Wiki, not much room, but I think Tupiter had to get it done. They might send that to the stewards. We'll see.
I don't think so.
Hard but fair, perhaps. I don't know. Good job by both of them to keep it on going either way. Good to see.
Trooper under more pressure.
He's been fantastic today, actually, as well, to give him credit. Tupiter. And C-Dubs, he is behind Trooper. And which Trooper will we see today? The old King Trooper or the new King Trooper as he looks to defend the Grand Prix lead. And vaults past Gary as well. Down the places. Is C-Dubs close enough? There's another Ferrari C in red. Blinking ahead.
Wow.
Any ideas what happened to Gary quickly, Mr. Lurking?
If I'm honest, I didn't see it because I was looking at Trooper, but there's no damage. I think it was a clean move. I did see a Volt coming up behind him, and I was thinking that Volt was going to try and get moved on quickly, so he didn't get stuck behind him again.
Oh, we'll get it done here. Trooper's going to make it hard for him. But good play by both drivers. C-Dubs making his way through. Tupiter, he is cranking up the pressure. Fastest first sector, only 2.8 behind the leader now. And Mr. Socklobster, the Haas team principal, will be very happy with how he's done in his first race back.
Yeah, Merc, P9, another big, can you call it disappointment? Same for Goose, really, but...
Yeah, it's hard to say. I think C-Dubs is a relatively new driver. So is Tupiter. And they've put in very strong showings. We weren't perhaps sure what to expect from them, while we sort of know what Merc and Goose are capable of. I think Merc has gone under the radar maybe, but in terms of a championship, this is all he needs to do. So it's still a good drive, and he's got... I think he might have to pit again, that's the problem. No, he's done 2 stops, started on soft, so he will go till the end, and he's got the better tyre at this stage compared to those ahead, so he might be able to gain a few places. Keeps the penalties down as well, perhaps. 6 seconds at the moment. ET's got quite a few. So he'll be looking at a decent points hole either way.
Tupiter on the main on the straight.
On Trooper.
Oh, the hand goes up.
It's another 3-second penalty for Trooper there for that.
Yeah, that might get removed if he doesn't get any more warnings.
I think that was a tough one. It sort of reminds me of what... Oh, no, Trooper's going to be back.
Yeah.
That might have been a mistake by the Haas driver because he's blinking and he gave up DRS.
Oh,
but he's going to send it
touch.
deep. Way too deep, is he? Yeah.
Wow.
Well, that was Trooper's position in the end because Tupiter went off track. I think if he tried to lunge him into that next corner, he would have surely have gained an advantage by going off. A bit of a mistake, perhaps, by the Haas driver because he gave up DRS on the Raffles Boulevard. And has lost vital time.
Bonnie and Non's side by side.
Satan and the Lord doing battle. And the Lord, Bunny's not, has he got wing damage, I wonder? But the Lord gonna look to put Bad Bunny down to the depths of hell where he belongs for being a very bad bunny. And Nuns P7 gets it done. And oh, Bunny is struggling. I think he's got end plate damage as well. I can't tell for sure, but I think I saw it. I might be wrong.
I don't know.
I thought I saw it from Merck's perspective, but wasn't 100%.
I think it was Non's.
Sure, but Merck's got a good run here, and he should get it done. And Bunny's so tough. It's tough when you're in that situation. Cody retiring in the pit lane. Oh, Matty, no, he spun where I did yesterday. Oh, that's tough. He was going to have to pit anyway, though, so he might be able to...
I'm going to have to bring that, Trooper and Tupiter side by side again through the first couple of corners. They're still side by side, going into the main straight now.
Oh, contact wheel to wheel as
Who's
well.
Got DRS? Tupiter.
He'll get He's
8.2 behind now, though. Surely that's ruined him.
Ferrari power vote.
Very defensive.
Yeah.
Good work.
Nice hard
a bit
race.
wide, and that's another 3-second penalty for being a bit unstable on exit there.
He did well to save it though, because I don't know about you, but he was really twitching that wheel. As Merck now, it is all kicking off in T2. Merck down the inside. Oh! And there was contact. I switched the camera. Sorry, at the wrong time. Josh, tell me what happened.
Not more. I think Nuns ran really wide. I think he had to avoid Merck spinning. And he would have got a penalty, but Merck is through fair and square. Up to P6. Maybe he's proving me wrong now. But, Goose is moving through as well. P8.
He's on the right tyre. Nuns is going to have to wait till the end of the race for his hards to start getting the advantage on the mediums, really.
Here comes Vol.
I would say.
Is he going to get past the oil? Looks like inside.
He had a look, didn't he?
Yeah.
He's gaining here. Better traction on those fresher tyres. Bunny 11-lap old hards. Volt on the softer compound and 8 laps fresher. Bunny's going to look to defend. A little wiggle.
Oh! That's definitely
that'll be wing damage, surely.
And Goose is already sliding around on those mediums. Are they going to get to the end?
I think again, I don't know whether he's maybe gone the wrong way in terms of setup, because again we've seen him struggling. I think with traction, really. I mean, he might even have to pit again if those tyres are really difficult.
He's got to do 16 laps on them.
Which is tough. That will be on the limit. Yeah, Bunny's changing the wing in the pit lane. Yeah, they weren't providing us with a lot of action. The field is still spread out, but they're all sort of around ET. Gary's got a lapped howl behind him as well.
Matty's going to look for the fastest lap if he can clear Big Ben.
Oh, that's really bad for Matty though, you know, because he must have used both sets of mediums, because there's no way he's going to get those softs till the end.
Oh, he's going to be...
If he does, they'll be so dicey.
Yeah.
Ben not having much space.
He won't get it anyway because he's 11. But I guess he can take it off someone.
Yeah. Yeah, it's about the top 10, isn't it, at the moment? I think everyone else is just probably too far off.
Merck that went wide. Has he got damage? I don't think so, but he went wide
going
into the tunnel.
Did he hit the wall, do you think?
I think he must have clipped it with his front right, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
He maybe got away with that.
Well, Goose there, despite Josh's criticisms of the Slayer, he's keeping with Merck, and as the episode title suggests, the race title, Can He Slay Merck? He's
maybe I'm
with him.
too high of them.
Well, I think it's still been solid. I mean, we'll see where they finish at the end with penalties and stuff. Merck not quite close enough to Nuns. Nuns blinking, but only at the end of the straight. Let's have a look at penalties. Nuns hasn't got any penalties. 17
seconds for ET.
Yeah.
I
think he struggled with penalties in Canada as well, so not too surprised. Yes, have you noticed anything at Ferrari, Mr. Larry Lurking?
Well, they're keeping it clean at the moment. Obviously, they're nowhere near each other on track, so it's to be expected. But I'm fairly certain Trooper's only done one stop on the mediums, which means he is going to have to pit again. I imagine he's going to be...
I was going to put in P10.
Yeah,
surely.
Which is where Gary is. Uh-oh.
Well, I can only mean one thing. But,
get the alarm siren out.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, and I think he's heard you. He's in he comes.
Well, it is safe to say this would not be Tier 2 DTF1 if we didn't have some Ferrari action. Some trouble at Ferrari, and it is still to come.
It's a bit
fresh wing as well for Trooper.
Oh, is it?
Oh.
That's going to cost him time, and
it was safe from
a lot of time, maybe. ET pitting, he's had to serve a 5-second. ET deciding the hards aren't going to last till the end. Yeah, Trooper's going to have a lot of time to make up.
I don't know if
I'm
those
not
softs are going to
sure
be that good.
exactly. I think they'll be good for 2-3 laps, but
They go off
they will
so
start to
quickly
go.
around here. Yeah.
Exactly. And Gary's tyres are only 6 laps old, so unfortunately, everyone, we might not have the Ferraris battling right at the end. Sad face emoji.
Yeah.
C-Dubs,
Wow.
though, he is looking good out front. Tutuba looks clear for third. Wookie going to look to hang on for third. Wookie and Nuns both fantastic jobs. No penalties. Wookie up 6 places, so is Tutuba.
Yeah,
Probably
well,
maybe
only
the 2
takes-
standout performances.
It only takes one incident now in that midfield pack and a safety car can come
Yeah.
out. There's still time for one. Even a virtual
Well, we've seen a
might mix things
few.
up. Oh,
I know you were saying, Josh.
Oh, not quite. But,
Bunny, potential, I don't know whether that was maybe caused with contact with Big Ben, I'm not sure. Or he could have just
I
lost
don't
traction.
know. Possible.
We have seen as well, we have seen late safety cars here in Apex.
Oh,
I think
yeah.
in both the 2 seasons we've done there. So it is possible. No safety cars yet this weekend.
Yet.
So, yeah, exactly. Yet.
Big
5
key
laps
down
to
straight,
go.
though.
It's another penalty for Trooper there, and actually another one
Yeah.
for Gary's was 6, but Trooper's got 12, so
Yeah, maybe pushing a
think,
little bit too hard on those softs.
Do you think if Trooper got close to Gary they would use team orders and
Better not.
Trooper can't get past Mr. Larry?
well, I think Gary's going to want to keep him behind as team principal, and I mean it would make sense anyway, seeing as he's got 12 seconds. He has actually managed to make up 4 seconds on Gary though in 1 lap. I think another lap he could have another few seconds off him, but as we said, those softs die so quickly around here, so.
Well, Gary's under pressure as well because he's got. I know Hal is a lap down, but he'll be aware that Hal's there, so it'll be a bit of a distraction, and he's lost time to those. Oh no! Someone's hit the wall, and who was it? We're gonna have to wait to find out. It could have been Merck. It could have been our championship leader, and
I didn't
oh,
see
it's Merck. It is Merck. It could be
What? Oh,
a very
wow,
costly
wow.
mistake.
Yeah. That end plate's gone.
He made a mistake in Canada and had to pit for a new wing, and I think there's a problem there.
Goose licking
And
his
can he
lips.
last 4 more laps? I think
Goose-
he might be better just carrying on.
I think Goose
But-
is going to slay Merck at this rate. Although, well, I
But
say
the
that,
question is, oh, Goose struggling
Goose
though
is
as well.
really struggling, isn't he?
Volt's not quite close enough. That is going to help Merck.
Yeah, at
Oh,
one point,
again,
he's lost time.
it's really easy to spin there as well.
Here comes
Goose
Volt.
struggling on the last corner. Volt's going to look to get it done.
He has.
The Americans
Well,
are going
well.
to battle, and Volt coming out on top, but maybe not. The problem is though, is Volt close enough to Merck to get DRS,
No, 1.6.
and this is great for
Hal has
Merck.
spun
And there's a
behind
spinner. It's
Harry.
Hal.
Oh, someone's hit him. I don't actually. I'm taking the piss now, to be fair.
But this
Who's
means
still behind?
there's no pink rear ends between the Ferraris anymore. Trooper is going to be seeing a
Absolutely.
red one right in his face.
Yeah, Merck's not actually losing time, which is
Well,
quite
the Volt
surprising.
is clear now. What I will say is I find that the end plate damage is most costly through high speed corners. I think in the low speed corners it doesn't affect you as much, and he is still within DRS just about with Nuns. So, and as we've said, all that Merck needs to do is a points finish
Yeah.
and stay ahead of Goose, and I'm pretty sure he'll win the championship because there's only 2 more rounds. If he's 52 points clear after today, Merck
Oh,
will be
really?
your tier 2 champion.
So
As
where
far
is
as I'm
it?
aware, it's not official, but I think so.
That's what, are you sure?
I think so, yeah. You can check, but he's 55
Oh my
points
god,
clear.
it is China and Brazil.
Gary picks up
Oh, wow.
a penalty, but Goose is 100%. Really, really struggling. Gary closing in.
Is we not have
Go
a
on, Josh.
Mexico then?
No, for some reason they don't have Mexico in the calendar.
Ooh, right.
It wasn't in last season, was it either? So
No.
bring back Mexico.
Oh, interesting.
We've
I
got
didn't
some
know.
Mexican drivers in the league. Let's bring back Mexico next
But I
season.
still thought there was like 6 races, and Fault does pass Merck. So
Yeah, he
maybe
gets
I
it
was
done.
wrong.
We missed it, unfortunately, but I think Merck's better. Well, he's got 12 seconds Volt anyway, so Merck
Oh,
should
really?
probably get that
Oh.
back at the end of the race, yeah. Which I think you can tell Volt's being a bit, I guess, off colour, because the one improvement he's really made Volt, as well as getting quicker, is really cutting down on penalties, I've found. Racing him in Tier 3, and he's obviously picked up his fair share today. They're struggling a bit with that
Hang on a minute.
today.
We need to bring Mr. Lurkin in. Look how close the Ferraris
Oh.
are.
I didn't even notice.
Trooper is
Take it.
right on the arse of Gary now.
Oh.
He's actually going to have DRS. Is going to go past. He's going to have a go at Goose there, I think.
Oh god,
Disappointing,
really
isn't
sending
it,
it, isn't he? Yeah,
I
Goose
think
is
again though,
doing-
we hate to see team orders in a way, but from the logical point of view, that was 100% the right call.
Yeah.
100% the right call. And Goose, Trooper having a
Trooper
look.
having a good
Goose,
look, yeah.
it was good by Trooper because he
Oh!
knocked Goose off.
Ooh.
Does well to save it. I looked back as well, and both Ferraris, I think, struggling for traction.
Yeah, Gary had a slide
Gary
out there.
twitchy as well.
They're all
So
the medium
The
runners.
Ferrari package struggling, and Trooper with a fantastic exit. And he should get it done here. I think Goose will let him have it.
Yeah, the rears are... Oh god, oh, he's going to lose this, I think. Goose. He might even get a
He's the
puncture, they don't look good at all.
Yeah. He's got 3 more laps, hasn't he? Yeah, he's all over the place, isn't he? It's a struggle out there. But Goose has got DRS as well. He can defend from Mr. Gandalf. Will he pass? Or will he not? Gary going to go for it. Slight contact. But they gave each other space, I think.
Into the wall. Oh,
Oh no!
Trouble at Ferrari. There goes Gary's end
They've
plate.
both got damage.
With a few laps to go.
That's going to hamper it. Look at... I was about to say, look at ET now. He might come back into play, but penalties are going to hurt him.
They'll be furious. I'm not sure whose fault it was. I think we were only on board with Gary, so it was hard to see.
I'll say, ET is really close to that gap.
Yeah.
Caught 2 or 3 seconds already in about one sector.
Do they pit though or stay out? I mean, I still think there's only 2 laps left.
Yeah,
You might as well stay out.
2.5 for them. Both with...
I think you would, to be honest as well, if he pitted, he might even be close to being lapped. He might be alright, but it could be close. Trooper really making moves. Merck and Trooper have raced before. They fought each other for the championship in the early stages of the season, and Trooper really close to the back of the Red Bull.
6
Now
seconds.
she's got
wide
another
there.
penalty with 15 seconds now.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, that is true.
Gary
Gary
having a
past
look down the
Goose.
inside. Makes it close.
Yeah,
I mean, what I will say
Go on.
is at least for them, you know, regardless of whose fault it was, they both got wing damage, so...
Well, I was about to say,
you
going
know.
back to it, whose fault was it?
Yeah, the 6
I
of one,
should-
half a dozen of the other, as they say.
Should have
Trooper
Gary
past
backed
Merck,
out?
great move.
Or should Goose be more aware of his surroundings? I don't know.
It's difficult to say without both on boards. I
Yeah.
think Gary was alongside entering the corner, so he was entitled to be there definitely. And as I said, I don't have Goose's on board, so I couldn't possibly say, to be honest.
From the look of it, I think Goose had a bit of a dodgy line through there. And it's just not taking that line. It just wasn't enough to fix 2 cars down it. I mean,
Quite
they've-
possible.
I don't know. I think it's even, but
well, as Toto said with
Well,
Russell
well,
Boss,
that's
that's a bit
Stuart, we're not
60-40,
Stuart, so,
maybe.
yeah, if we
But
comment
we'll
on
obviously,
that,
we'll see in the
so-
instant clips. We'll have a look after the race.
We'll let the stewards handle that one.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes.
that's unfair.
Yeah, ET is really closing. He does have more penalties though.
He does, but
So
I think he can eat if he gets past you. He's got 1 lap to
It's
do
last
it.
lap though, is it? No, yeah, one more lap, yeah.
1 more lap. Can he pull 6 seconds?
Dub's just across the line. I don't think so.
Well, it's gained
just because of
heading
soft.
too.
Yeah, but Josh, he's got to overtake them both as well. That's what I'd probably say. If he had one more lap, I think it's certainly possible. He'll have to do Goose here. He'll have to do Goose here.
Yeah,
he's not
Goose
going
is defending.
And
four.
Oh no, contact. Only slight though. It didn't.
Yeah.
Luckily, he didn't go anywhere because of it. This is the key battle. Trooper is close to Volt as well ahead. You might want to keep an eye on that, Larry.
Oh, don't worry, I am.
ET
getting right up his
and
chuff.
Goose Slayer. ET going to go for it on the outside. Gets it done very nicely. Good driving, because Goose had wing damage, so he did very well to give ET space on the outside whilst making the corner. And Dubs crosses the line as we're watching this.
Yeah.
Great drive again, 2 and 2, tier 3 and tier 2 now for C-Dubs. Great performance. Josh, you touted him up before the race, during the race, and he has performed.
Good lad.
Yellow flags, that is Big Ben. It's not going to change anything though, it's last lap. Wookie, will he be third or will Nuns snatch third? I think Wookie should have it.
Yeah.
Yeah, Nuns 9/10 off.
Well, so is Merc gonna snatch?
And that should be P5, and that should be, unless I'm wrong, enough for the Drivers' Championship. Congratulations, Merc, you are the Tier 2 Drivers' Champion. Good to see, isn't it? And Gary P8, P9, Matty P10 as he loses his wheel. I don't think I did anything.
Wow. It's a shame for him, actually.
A celebratory knock your wheel off at the end, perhaps expressing his frustrations. He did well, Matty. He finished on 9-lap old tyres. If he hadn't spun, he might have been on for, challenging Merc, Volt, King Trooper and that train. Oh, and another wheel has perhaps come off. Has it? For Bunny, I don't know. And that is the remains of Matty Jr. there.
Yeah. Times don't look great, do they?
Good drive from him. It was a good race, actually. I think they quite enjoyed that. Thank you both for joining me. I think
the game thinks different.
I think they did alright in the end, Ferrari. A bit of sort of, I guess, hijinks, but considering where they started, they both gained substantial places. It was an interesting race as well, because I think the top three, we know Wookie's quick from the last sort of few races, but is it perhaps heading into next season a bit of a changing of the guard, perhaps, as Merc, struggling a little bit more competitive than this race. Same with Goose, and those three taking advantage. It's hard to say, but this is why we love Tier 2, really. It is always so hard to say who is going to come out on top. It was still a very good performance from Merc, though. P5, he's got the job done, got the championship, sealed, wrapped, and delivered.
What I will say
back to the Red Bull base.
That contact between Goose and Gary was Goose possibly going to get back past Merc? No, but I don't think he'll be a very happy chap with Gary. But
I don't know. I think Merc would have still won the championship.
Yeah, I think he would. Yeah. But,
if it was only a 2-point difference, really. I don't know what to say now.
But,
good races. Anything else to add?
Drive of
boys?
the day.
Oh yes.
According to the game, it is King Trooper for that P18 to P7. We can't have a Ferrari driver being driver.
No,
Trooper did very well, but I think purely because it was sort of his return. I think your boy in the Haas Tutuba did a very good job today.
Dubs. Oh.
Dubs.
Yeah, either or. I think they both did. What's the word? I think they both dominated today. Really, I don't think anyone could come in there and touchy distance.
Yeah. Handled the tyres nicely.
Yeah.
To be fair to him. All right. I think we all enjoyed that actually.
It was
very
actually good,
quick,
yeah.
as it always
Absolutely.
does.
So two
I always
more.
can't believe how fast these go. Really, they always just seem to honestly fly by.
We've got two
But
more.
hope you all enjoyed it. I think we had 30 to 33 viewers.
It's our
Um,
favourite track next.
So clearly it's Mr. Josh and Larry Lurkin joining me
Yeah,
making the
it's
difference.
working. I think
And
that's a record, so might be wrong.
I think we've had 34 before,
Well,
but it's very
alright.
good to see the consistency of sort of higher numbers.
Yeah.
So thank you all, and we will be back in a week's time for China, which I'm looking forward to
Yeah,
because
lovely.
I personally think it's a great racing track. And again, the strategy, like Singapore, like we saw today, will be
I
split.
mean, I think everyone else disagrees, but I think it's a very good track on the game.
Well, we've both had fantastic battles
Yeah,
there.
well, yeah.
So
It's an easy overtaking track, I think.
yeah,
So,
we shall see.
yeah.
But as it tells me, I must be signed into Xbox Live. I think
I'm
that's
on my own now.
a good time
Let me leave.
to say, see you all later. Take care. 1 week, China. Bye for now.